for a TikTok that I'm going to post, but I'm going to do a review on the B5 Gemini 3s transfer from Harrogate up to Keighley for the airline, which is so fun. The design, the interior that they've done, yeah, obviously they've got the branding and all that. Obviously they kept all the ex-Harrogate 36 seats, but the interior is actually nice. I'm going to try it. I'll dig it to Keighley. We'll get a view of the bottom, the lower deck of the bus for you guys. But yeah, not a bad bus actually. Quite nice. There's about, I think, 5-10 of these from Harrogate. These used to do the 36 with you Ripon, Harrogate and Leeds. But now they're doing they've been transferred to Keighley for the airline between Keighley and Leeds. But nice design. Seats are spacious, leg room. It's quite it's actually quite spacious for the leg room. But yeah, I'm surprised really that there's much leg room between the seats. But there is. There's all seats all the way down here. There's all them single seats, which they are quite nice. I can't lie. Single seats are the best. But yeah, I'll catch back up with you at Bingley when we get into Bingley. Yeah, big update. I'm in soft air now on the Gemini 3 B5. I don't quite know the split this one, but this is a newer one. This got transferred over a couple of months ago. So yeah, it's actually the experience is worth it. If you guys like B5s and Gemini 3s, you guys will like these buses. Yeah. Overall, the interior, I'd have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's not the best that I've seen, but it's quite nice. The interior is quite nice, I can't lie. But yeah, there's a obviously you've got to be careful of how low the roof is on the top deck. Also got to be careful of that. So if you are quite tall, I wouldn't recommend going upstairs. I only just managed to get to the top deck. But yeah, the best experience is at the back, top and bottom. Yeah, if you're on the top and the bottom, you get a B5, one of these buses, one of these. Best experience is at the back, on the top, and on the bottom at the back. That's the best place. You can get the best views, get some good pictures from the back as well. There's another one. That's another B5, Gemini 3, going towards Leeds. There should be one in Keighley as well. There should be a few, but I think there's some in Leeds, some in Keighley, some in between as well. So yeah, they actually are quite nice buses these though. I can't lie. The experience is worth it. If you guys live local to Leeds, Bingley, anywhere between Bingley and Leeds, or between Keighley and Leeds, if you guys live anywhere in them areas, I recommend getting one of these because they are quite nice. You cannot beat a B5 Gemini 3 experience. And when I first heard that we were getting these, I was against it. I was actually against with these, but you know, I enjoyed the experience. But yeah, let's shut this window. Yeah, I'll just shut that window because it's all raining. But yeah, these Gemini 3s, I was doubting them at first because I didn't think they'd be so good. But because I've been on them a few times now, and they are good. The seats are comfy compared to the B9s that we've got for airline. Then them seats are not as comfy. But these ones, oh my god, yeah, these top end is what would you expect for Harrogate buses, ex-Harrogate buses. Of course, the seats will be comfy. I've never actually ridden on an official Harrogate bus before. So I don't know what the seats are like, the Eclipses, the new 36s and all that, and the electric ones. But yeah, I'm also gonna do a video when the B7 RLEs go out of service, and the B7TLs, Gemini ones, and the Eclipse B7 RLEs on the shuttle. When they go, I'm gonna do a video on them as well. because the B7 Avalese Eclipses, they're going to be replaced by Mercedes-Benz Citaro electric buses between Keighley and Bradford. So once they're here, I'm going to do a video on them as well, because it makes sense to do one of them as well. So when it's the final day, if I'm out and about, if it's the final day for the B7 Avalese and I'm out and about, I'll do a video on that, because it makes sense. They'll be going soon. The plan for them, from what I've heard, is to get them done by September, so not long, a few months now. So 3 or 4 months left of the B7 Avalese. But yeah, that's going to be interesting to see them go. They've had them 20 or so years. The presidents are already withdrawn from public service. Well, actually, I say that, but there's some presidents already still on public service as I speak. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, B70L like Gemini 1s and the Eclipse B7 Avalese, they're supposed to be going around September. They're supposed to be withdrawn by September time. But I don't know if that's actually going to be the case, because they're supposed to be withdrawn in September. But I don't know if that's actually going to be the case, because they said come 17th of May this year, the Paxton presidents would be withdrawn and not used on public service again. But there's still presidents being used in public service. So I wouldn't say that we'll keep them out of public service, because I'll probably just use them every now and then, because look at them with the presidents, they're still using them in public service, which is confusing really. If you think about it, that's kind of confusing, because why say you're going to take something out of public service and then yet you put it in public service? Like, that makes no sense whatsoever. If I can, I'm going to try to see if I can get a B70L Gemini 1, Gemini 1 in this video. I'm going to try to see if I can capture it in this video, because it'll be nice. Obviously, I want to get the video of this bus departing, but I'm not going to go the whole way to the bus station. I'm going to go one stop before. Anyways, get off topic here. What's new? I don't get off topic. But yeah, soon it'll be farewell to the B7 Hourly Eclipses and the B7TL Geminis. They've served well. They have served well, because they've got these Gemini. They've got these B5s on airline. They're using some of the B90Ls for schools. They did that even before they got these B5s. Way before they got these B5s, they used the airline B9s on schools. So nothing's really going to change there. They'll probably just use the shuttles, the 7 Avalese on the schools, and the occasional one on public service when we need it. Same with the B70 and the Gemini 1s. I might use them for schools, which they still do, but not as often. They use some of the B70 Gemini 1s on the airline and the occasional K9, K7. And there's actually a B70L Gemini 1 on the shuttle. I should see that come through where I am soon, because yeah, it'd be nice to see it. It's the B70L Gemini. You just can't beat a B70L, especially because of how they are, the engine on the B70L as well, especially the Keighley. They sound like they're about to explode or give up. They've had them that long. I'm not surprised they sound like they're about to give up, because they are old. They are very old. But yeah, it's going to be an experience. Keighley Bus Company fleet is upgrading and expanding. Well, not they're expanding, but it's upgrading, because they've got these B5 from Harrogate, they get electric Mercedes buses for the shuttle. What's going to happen when they've still got the Opta Solos? They've had them longer than I remember. Because when they were branded as Keighley Jets, that's when they had the Solos. They had the Solos when they were still branded as Keighley Jets. That was ages ago now. I was nearly 10 years ago. The one did a Keighley jet nearly 10 years ago, and they've still got them solos. So how long? I wonder how long it's going to take for them to get rid of. I wonder how long it's going to take for them to get rid of the solos. I'd say what? I'm going to say it won't be able to get rid of them solos. They probably won't be able to get rid of them now, surely. Because they've had solos longer than I remember, but they probably won't get rid of them because still reliable, still work, and yeah, still good to this day. Same with it's probably going to be my theory is they're going to get rid of the Eclipse B7RLEs, the B7TL Gemini, or the solos, I'm guessing, because they've got the Mercedes minibuses, Stratas, which no one liked. When on the day of the Paxton farewell day, I spoke to a security guard at the civil station. That was a bit B7TL Gemini from past. But I spoke to the security guard from Volkswagen, and he said he hates the Stratas. Yeah, who wouldn't hate the Stratas? It's too small. There's no space for everyone. There isn't that many seats. You can't fit that many people on. You get two buggies on, and that's it. You can't get no more one. The other bus of these use solo. You can get solos. You can get one buggy on them, but still, at least on with the solo, there's more room than the Stratas, especially with leg room. Yeah. Topic of this video: B5 Gemini seats. These airline. Yeah, it's good to. It is good to see people bus companies getting upgraded buses because it was needed for a while. The upgrade was needed. There's another one. So that's two I've seen go towards these. I'm on one. There should be like 1 or 2 in Keighley. One just got to the bus station. One should be leaving around now. One should be leaving around now. But yeah, it's the fleet upgrade for Keighley was needed. The B9s, there wasn't the best. I used to obviously ride the B9s and the B7s, so of course I'd say they're getting old. But these B5s, they're interesting. They're interesting to say the least. That's for sure. These B5s are interesting for sure. Yeah, my guess is B7 RLEs, Eclipses, and the B7TL Geminis, they're going to get rid of them by September to make more room, because I said B7 RLEs to make room for the Mercedes electric Citaros, and I'd say give it 4 or 5 years and then they'll get rid of the solos, because they're getting to that point as well. Yeah, the solos against that point. Not to mention, we've got Keighley getting ex-London. Yeah, ex-London. You heard that right, London. Ex-London M50400s to help the schools, even though they've got Presidents, B9 Airlines, and Dalesway B9s as well. So they'll probably use the occasional M50400 on public service, but that's not looking like a possibility. The M50400, the Keighley depot, next time I'm down there, I'll try to see if I can get a picture of them, because it'd be nice to see them M50400s. I wonder when we're actually going to see them on the road. Say a few years before we see them on the road, but I'm going to catch up with you guys when I'm in Keighley, and I'm going to watch this bus. I'm going to let this bus depart, and then I'm going to go to the bus station and see if I can get few pictures of, or a few videos of Gemini 1s, Gemini 3s, and B7 RLEs. I'll see you, catch up with you when I make Keighley. There's 36, 28, EL65, YZC. That's the Gemini 3 I was just on from Leeds to obviously Keighley. But I'm gonna go to the bus station now, see if I can get some videos, some pictures of some Gemini 1s, B70Ls and some B7 hourly eclipses. There should be a B7 hourly eclipse coming through here soon, I'd say, from Bradford. I'd say so, really, because there's normally one coming through here, coming back around this time, so I guess it's just a matter of when it does decide to come back, because they're not always guaranteed to be back on time, because geez, them shuttles are never on time, really. But yeah, I'll catch back up here when I see one. So I see 36.7 BL65 white on the airline. That's another one. That's another Gemini 3 on the airline. Yeah, there is a, like I said, there's about 10 of them from last time I saw. There's about 10 of them. So yeah, that's interesting, really. Yeah, last time I checked, there was about 10. There's still more. There's still more to come yet. Yeah, still more B5s to come up to Keighley. So that's not all of them. There's a few more to come. This will be transferred over. So yeah, that's going to be fun, I guess, when the rest of them decide to eventually get over here. Because yeah, can't wait for the. This is interesting. I didn't think I'd make a video on stuff like this, especially on buses like this, especially this one anyways. But yeah, what else do you expect from a bus enthusiast like myself? My friends used to do stuff like this with long form videos like this, but they just stopped after a while. But I'm still going. But yeah, there should be an eclipse B7 hourly coming through in like 10 or 15 minutes or so. So I guess I'll just wait off like that. 1803. Yeah, I said 18. I told you, just like that. There'll be one coming through. There should be another one soon. There should be another one in about 15-20 minutes or so. Obviously they say 15 minutes. But there was a B70L Gemini 1 on the shuttle. So I don't think I'll be able to get that one in this video. But if I can, that'd be amazing. But I don't think I'll be able to. I'll join back with you when I'm in the bus station. Because I'm also going to do a bit of bus point in this video. So that's going to be the end. So yeah, the bus point is going to be at the end. Because why not? But yeah, hopefully I am hoping to get some B7 hourlies and some Gemini B70 Geminis. But obviously I don't speak enough like that. But yeah, I'll join back with you guys when I start my spotting. Next time, goodbye. Yeah, I'm also going to try and catch some presidents on camera in this video. So it's actually one, so should be easier than I think. I think there's a Eclipse B7 hourly leaving on. No, it's with it, but it's just come off the 67. Yeah, that's just come off the 67. But last time I saw a B70 Gemini 1 on the K7. That's 2403 YJ05 LYH. That's what I've seen. I don't know if it's actually still on it, because it might switch to airline on the K9. But there's one on the K9 YJ05 ZWD. I know for a fact that one was on the K9. It used to be on the K7, but then it switched to being on the K9, which it's not a bother. It's just, why not? Yeah, on the K7. No, my plan is to get that president there you see in the back towards Auckland, because that's what it's on. But I'm not planning on going all the way. I'm just gonna go about 5-10 minutes on it. But yeah, it'd be nice to go on the president again. I'm on 2713 Y713 HRN on the K7. It's the Plaxton president, because why not? That's what they decided to send. That's what they decided to allocate. So this is an X. This is what they used to use on the 760 back in the day. Now known as the 60. But yeah.
No.
Thank you. That's 2713 Y713 HON on the K7 for the second day in a row now. If you guys saw coming all along leaving the bus station, you would have seen the B7TL Gemini 1 on the K7. That'll be coming up soon, so I'm gonna try get a, so yeah. But this video is long enough as it is, so I've been waiting. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm gonna be posting, if you guys like this stuff like this from me, I'm going to start posting. If you guys like this type of content, long form content from me, then I'll post more in the future. But for now, make sure you like it, subscribe, hit like, and turn on post notifications. So then, goodbye.